What is new, Speed Duel crew? I just wanted to make an announcement of our new project that I'm going to be starting up, which I'm going to be calling the Speed Duel Professor's Catalog. That's going to help try and make it more readily available for people to play Speed Duel online for free. I want to start a catalog of downloadable, ready-to-play decks, um, which use one skill on Dueling Book, YGO Omega, and EDO Pro, including instructions on this video on how to download and upload these decks onto them. So as each YouTube video comes out, there's going to be a link in each YouTube video to download the deck, as well as a link as showing how to put them onto whichever online platform of choice you like to use to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm hoping that this can constantly grow as I do more and more deck profiles. So you'll be able to not only get a starting point and maybe play test the deck yourself, but then if you want to make some changes, then you can really tailor the deck to your playstyle. So to start things off, on my YouTube channel's videos from now on, you're going to see anytime that there is a one skill deck profile, there's going to be a link in the description on how to download that deck for yourself to play it online. And it's going to take you to my Google Drive here. So I used to have something like this set up for my high school kids, but it's a couple of band lists outdated, and I wanted to go ahead and get something fresh started for YouTube. You'll want to make sure, if you want to play on the newest band list, to be clicking on the July 2026 to 2027. And the first thing you'll notice down here is that there is a copy of the band list, and this is the one that I altered myself to kind of show what changed from the previous list. So if you just need a quick reminder for the band list, especially if you're playing on EDO Pro, because at the moment EDO Pro does not have the updated band list, you'll have this readily available for you right there in the file folder. And then in my particular folder, you're also going to find them categorized. So you're going to find top tier decks at the top, competitive under that, semi-competitive, casual fun decks, and then learn to play decks. So for the purposes of today's video, I'm going to show how to download one of these learn to play decks. So the only one that I have uploaded so far is my Drillroid Learn to Play deck. And what you'll want to pay attention to when you're in these files is right here, it's going to tell you the name of the skill that you want. So for the Drillroid Learn to Play, you're going to want to use the Battle City Siren skill. And then it'll also tell you the date that it was made, so you know that you're on the right band list. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to click on this deck and then click on download. And you can either leave it in your downloads folder, or there is one app where it's actually much easier to upload if it's on your desktop. So after you download it, you may want to move it to your desktop if you are playing on YGO Omega. It might just be a little bit easier for you. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to, once you've downloaded the file, how you upload it on the 3 different softwares. The easiest, so you'll need to make an account. And then when you click Duel, we're going to go to the deck constructor. And then once we go to the deck constructor, we're going to come down here on the bottom left and click Import Deck. And then we're going to make sure it's on YDK file. And then you're going to go to your downloads, where you downloaded the decks that you wanted to download. So I downloaded a bunch just to show us, but I'm going to go ahead and do this July 2026 Learner Roid deck. So it'll give me a chance to rename it here. I'm going to click OK. Deck come up here, and one thing you're going to notice is that there's no skill card. And sometimes they save correctly, sometimes they don't, but just to be safe, what you want to do is you want to come up here. You'll see as I go over the search, it comes up with this blue thing that says more options. We're going to click that and then go down to card pool. and change the card pool to skill cards. And you'll want to go back to the original video, but the skill card for this deck was Battle City Siren. So you want to right click on that, or double click or whatever, and it's going to ask you, do you want to set the Battle City Siren as a skill card for this deck? You're going to click yes, and then you want to make sure that you hit save deck afterwards to make sure that that skill card gets saved. And then when you go to play with your friends or you go to play online, it'll just double check that that's the skill that you want to use with the deck. Geo Omega, on this one, I think you just have to make sure you have a Discord account. But then we can go into Deck Manager, and then down here at the bottom, it'll say Import. And then after we click Import, we're going to hit Browse, and then we're going to go find our download folder where we downloaded that YDK file. Specifically was the one that I recommended earlier that you might want to save it to your desktop, is because you kind of have to manually find your download file with YGO Omega. But if you save it to your desktop should appear off here to the side, and you should be able to find it real quickly. But I'm going to go ahead and double click on this Learner Royd deck that I went ahead and downloaded from the Google Drive. And after I double click it, it will appear on the other screen. See, after double clicking on that or clicking upload, we have the Learner deck show up right here. And when you open up the deck, kind of similar to last time, the skill is not showing up. So if that does not happen for you as well, so if you are on the app for the first time, you're going to have a bunch of stuff like this with a bunch of non-speed duel cards. So how we're going to fix that and get our skill onto the deck is we're going to click this filter on the top right, and then there will be nothing down here. We're going to click on this forbidden and limited part down here. We're going to click the red one, which is limited, and then these blue ones down here are specifically for speed duel. So we're going to check unlimited, limit 1, limit 2, limit 3. And then after you click all those, we're going to click the apply button up here. And then now we're only going to start seeing speed duel cards. So now if I search Battle City Siren, I'm going to see these cards. So the red one means the skill is not on the limited and forbidden list at all. The blue one, like Battle City Bestie here, means that it actually is limited to 1 on the forbidden limited list. On YGO Omega, when you double click, it's actually going to show up, unlike Dueling Book, so you do want to make sure that after you get the skill showing up right here, that you go up here to the top left corner where it says save, click save, you should see a success, and then when you exit out, just double check, open it back up, make sure that skill is still right here, and if it's not, just make sure you get it added before you try and go to play with your friends or online. EDO Pro, after you've downloaded EDO Pro, the fastest way I've found to import decks, so what I do is on my desktop, I just search for EDO Pro. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on EDO Pro, and then I'm going to click Open File Location. So when I open File Location, I'm going to see all of these files open up, and I'm going to want to go to Deck. So I'm going to double click on Deck, and then now I'm going to see all of my decks that I've have in my EDO Pro all listed here. So then what I can do is I can go back to my downloads, grab this Learner Royd deck, and I can either Control-C, copy and paste it over there, or I can drag and drop it into the Project Ignis deck folder. So I'm just going to hit Control-C and then Control-V, and it is now pasted into my deck for my EDO. Once you have EDO Pro open, we're going to go ahead and click on Decks here. And then underneath Band List up here at the top, you'll see Deck, and we're going to click on that. and you're gonna scroll until you find the deck that you just downloaded. Sorry, I got a lot of decks here. But here's the one we just downloaded, SD2607 Learner Roid deck. And just like the other ones, we're gonna see that there is no skill card here. So how we're gonna fix that is we're gonna go up here to category, and under category, we're gonna click on skill, and then we're gonna see the search bar populate with a bunch of skills. And again, we're going to look for Battle City Siren, which we're going to see here is this one at the top. EDO Pro, I have not, I don't have knowledge of and do not have downloaded the fact that it has updated to the ban list. So if you are playing with your friends or playing online on EDO Pro, just make sure to check the ban list before. And what you'll probably have to do is instead of clicking ban list speed duel, you'll probably have to click non-applicable, and then just you and your opponent will just have to both make sure you're both following the ban list when you set up your game. And this catalog should keep growing as I do profile after profile on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that you are able to get some use out of this catalog. This has been your Speed to Professor, and that's game.